My name is Willow Chance. I'm 12 years old. I just started a new school. I'm an only child. I'm adopted. And I'm different, as in strange. But I know it, and that takes the edge off, at least for me. I have been told that I live too much inside my head. Maybe, because of this, I haven't done that well at school, and I've never had many friends. My parents are my only real friends. They are the whitest white people in the world. I'm what's called a person of color. My mom tried to get pregnant for 7 years before my parents finally looked into adoption. They adopted me on the 7th day of the 7th month. They drove 257 miles to pick me up from the hospital off exit 17. On that day, they changed the world. Or at least, our world. Can you see why the number 7 is so important to me? It's a prime number. Very special. It brought order to my universe. When I count by it, it's my escape. It brings me comfort. Or at least it did before the accident. On that day, the order in my universe changed. I could no longer count by 7s. There's been an accident. Those were the exact words I overheard a policeman tell to Del Duke, my school counselor, on the day that it happened. I had been visiting Del Duke's office for several weeks prior to the accident. I was sentenced to go visit a counselor after I scored a perfect on the state standardized test and finished in a record 17 minutes and 47 seconds. I couldn't explain to the principal that I was gifted. The system thought I had cheated. Soon after I started attending counseling sessions with Del Duke, I met May and her brother Kwang Ka. May looked to me like an exotic creature. She was half Vietnamese and half African American, and she could get Del Duke to do anything. The tone of her voice demanded that the world listen to her. All she had to say to Duke was, "I could turn you in for that." And Duke would do anything she said. On the day of the accident, the day I stopped counting by 7s, May used her skills of persuasion to convince her single mother, Patty, to temporarily take me in. I hadn't even met her before. It was an act of kindness that I would be forever grateful for. I spend my days at Patty's nail salon, listening to the conversations of the workers around me. While they file and buff and paint, I hear their stories. They don't know that what I hear is hurtful, because even as they complain about bad men or lazy kids, the pain for me is seeing how they are so connected to one another, and to their families, and to the world. Will I ever be connected to the world again? Will I ever count by 7s again? Read Counting by 7s by Holly Goldberg Sloan to find out.